Contact solution, sweet potatoes. Okay.
Alright.
See ya.
Alright, bye. Mark is off to run in and get some things at Walmart, and I'm getting ready to meet up with my friends from Circle of Hope. I have two friends who I met through the support group Circle of Hope, and both of them have the same plastic surgeon. One of them had the deep flap reconstruction, and the other one had implants. So we're going to meet today at Olive Garden, and we're going to go into the bathroom so I can take a look at the end result. They showed me their breasts, they let me feel them, and we talked about different things, pros and cons about both. They just told me how they feel about them. Neither one of them would change the procedure they had. The one thing about the implants that my friend pointed out that she said nobody told her about was that her breasts can be very cold from time to time or very warm because it's not your own tissue. And so like the other day, that morning that we met up, she went to go work out. She got done working out and then she went to take a shower, and she said that her breasts were real cold as her arm brushed her breast. It was very cold because that's, of course, not your real tissue. So in the summer, she said they get very warm. But really it's not, it's just something you've got to remember. It's not something you can't live with. She's fine with that. So it was interesting. I thought they both looked fine. They didn't look too different, I didn't think. My friend that had the implant said that she never has to wear a bra. And then the girl that had the deep flap said she does. But I didn't think that hers were real droopy either. And they were probably a little more real feeling. I still haven't completely decided.
What are you reading?
Really kind of a disturbing book. Something I've not really read before. It's called Dark Places by Gillian Flynn. And it's a whole family was wiped out, was murdered, massacred, really terribly bad. And she's a lone survivor, the character in the book.
I think it's over there.
Oh yeah, okay.
You can see that there's a significant difference.
Oh right, yeah.
You can see very clearly there's a tumor in there.
Yep.
But in here you can hardly see it. You can see kind of like a shadow, but you can hardly see it over there.
Are these little satellites, those little ones that Dr. Yen said those were like satellites in there?
Possible.
But now you don't really see the satellites.
Exactly, as I say, it looked very good, really.
Right.
So I agree with the radiology. It's a very good result.
Right.
I mean, you do respond very well.
And then the lymph node too was showing that went down, and
you can barely see any lymph node in your armpit.
Oh, okay. So right here is the lymph node there.
Yeah,
oh,
you can see that. They're round. But you can barely see it. They're pretty much clear. So I would say it's a very good response.
Right.
Of course, the surgery is the final one that will tell us if there's really any cancer cell left or not. Because remember, MRI is only a picture.
Right.
It gives us an idea about what's going on with that area.
Right.
But actually, if there's really any cancer left or not, it's only the surgery will tell. So that's why I always tell patients is no matter how good you respond to the chemo, no matter how good your MRI show, surgery is still inevitable.
Sure.
You still have to have.
Oh, sure.
And surgery is the only way we can tell if there's still something left behind.
Right.
But knowing that your MRI has a very good result, I'm sure you respond more than 50% already. Our hope is your response is 100%.
Oh yeah.
Okay, but I'm sure it's already more than 50%.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. Yep, 3 more to go now.
But might not happen just the way you
the
think.
news, I know that we got to make sure my My neutrophils are at the right level. I can't be, it's been going down. Last week was pretty low. So he said, what, 1.0 is the lowest we can go?
Yeah.
So I got to just watch that. Neutrophils are a type of white blood cell, part of the immune system. The chemotherapy kills fast-growing cells, including neutrophils. When neutrophils are low, you are at risk for an infection. If your levels are too low, then chemotherapy has to be postponed. So my doctor recommended plenty of rest and staying away from people. We're finding ourselves watching a lot of TV right now. Things like Anthony Bourdain, Hawaii Life, the Australian Open, Justified, Parks and Recreation, Chef John Besh, The Daily Show, and The Colbert Report. We also read about vitamin B12 and folate and how they might help increase my neutrophil count. Folate is found in leafy greens, which we already eat. Foods high in B12 include clams and liver, so I've been cooking linguine with clams and beef liver with kale and onions. Some olive oil. Cumin.
Mustard seed?
Yeah, mustard seed. Panassa fetida. The onions are soft, and then now I like to, and they're a little bit brown. You can smell the spices are roasting a little bit. Probably turn this down a little bit now. And then put the kale in, which just was rinsed. There's a lot, but then it kind of just shrinks down, of course. It's like spinach. So we saw a recipe online, and I'm just gonna salt the liver a little bit. First we're gonna put a little olive oil in a pan, a hot pan. I sure hope this is good. It smells good. I'm going to make a sauce with lemon juice and butter and capers to just pour over the top of the liver. A little bacon fat and a little butter. Here's the lemon juice. And to glaze the pan. I build all those flavors in there. Put some capers in. There's my sauce.
1 degree below zero. Today is the beginning of round 2 of the polar vortex.
Yeah.
Although the real cold weather is not expected, the 20 below is not expected until tonight.
Right.
That's the school over there.
It's going to be closed today.
School is closed. Which treatment is this?
Number 10.
Out of?
12.
Oh, it's getting close to the end.
I know.
Let's do it.
All right. It's a good day today. Look at this. Tripped over a big ice chunk. And now I got a Jolly Rancher. We did treatment 10. I slept through most of it. I gotta text your sister Maria, because she texted me this morning, and so I should let her know what we're doing. That we're waiting, that I got my treatment. I have questions.
What are your questions?
How long is the surgery? How long will I be in the hospital? What are the What are my limitations when I get home? I met with my plastic surgeon and decided to go with the DIEP flap procedure, which means using my tummy tissue instead of breast implants. So here's the plan. Hopefully my last 2 chemo treatments go as scheduled. About 4 weeks after that, my surgeon will do a bilateral mastectomy along with an axillary lymph node dissection, and my plastic surgeon will put in temporary expanders, which will stay in through radiation until reconstruction, about a year later. Thanks again for checking in. I appreciate all your comments and sharing and love and support.